next part. Hyperlinking pictures and text, this is pretty easy. I go over this a lot in my Craigslist class. This is the code that you would use. I'm going to show you. Stand up here. I broke this down already into two separate parts. Let me show you where I get this code from. I'm sure most of you guys are probably, if you aren't already, using like GoDaddy or PhotoBucket to store all your images, right? And you get that HTML tag code that you can embed into your blog, your website, yada, yada, yada. Okay, I use GoDaddy, and how many here don't know what the HTML code is? So I can show you guys what it is. You? Okay, that's fine. No worries. Okay, I use GoDaddy now because PhotoBucket decided to erase my account.
Oh my god.
Yeah. They reserve the right to delete your account at any given time with no notice. And I had, you know, like 200 or 300 ads in there, and you know, just hours of work, yeah, gone.
Really?
Yeah.
Get it back up?
Well, I had it on my computer, but still, all that time uploading it again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that PhotoBucket?
PhotoBucket.
Oh yeah, they did one.
Yeah. So.
Although they did send like many emails.
They didn't send me anything.
Oh, really?
They just, I tried to log in and said your account has been suspended. Thanks for the notice. You
It's
know?
like the blue screen, huh? You're in trouble.
Yeah. So I looked into it. You can buy servers from them for 40 bucks. I think it was for 2 years. But they still reserve the right to cancel your subscription and erase your account at any given time.
Even after that?
Even after you pay. So I kind of got frustrated. I was really going around, and I did hosting with GoDaddy already, so I called them up. They have the same thing. And I know I always promote GoDaddy, but it's just, they're 60 bucks for 3 years. So 20 bucks a year. Can't beat that. And they will never erase your account, basically. I mean, unless you had some big copyright infringement issues, they're not going to erase your account because you paid for it with them. And I read the disclaimer with them, and it's up pretty good.
Why are you hosting with GoDaddy?
Because it's secure. Yeah, I do it with them because I'm not going to get erased. Nobody can just email GoDaddy and say, you know, he posts too much on Craigslist, can you erase his account please? Or they're not going to do that. And even if somebody said that I was going through copyright infringement, I'm sure they would investigate my account before they just erased it because I'm paying for the service.
Are you hosting any of your websites? I know one.
Not hosting my website. No, I was thinking about doing that route, but it would require too much work to do it. I was going to transfer everything that KW offers, because Keller Williams agents, they get their own office pretty much templated. They just can change all the pages, all the info on it. And I wanted to do my own contact form, so I could do for the Google Analytics. I wanted to be able to track my goals, and you can't access the thank you page with that website. Well, I was going to have to take every single page and transfer it to GoDaddy, but I was thinking about it, and anytime KW did an update, I'd have to update it, and I'd have to update every single page. So you can imagine trying to update, you know, 30 pages every single time some little change happened would have been too much work. So it'd been more work than worthwhile. And I mean, right now I can already track my leads anyways. I have everything linked through Top Producer, and most of us, if you have Top Producer, you can add a third-party lead system to it, and it'll dump them in there. And you can, I mean, you can figure it out. I mean, you just look and you see you got 100 visitors or 100 unique visitors, and you got 10 leads. You know, you're doing pretty good. You know, I mean, you can still track it. You can still see that you're 10%, so that's not too bad. So, and it wasn't too much of a big issue for me after that point. Got lost here. Oh, okay. So for those of you that don't know, if you guys use PhotoBucket, you can. It's going to look the same way as what mine's going to look like. It's going to give you the same code. But if you guys are going to be really trying to promote your business with advertising online using images, I would probably suggest going with GoDaddy or some other type of service that you pay for that you know your images are going to be safe. That nobody can just erase your account because they want to. It will be a headache. I'm sure you guys both happen to you guys. Yeah, I'm sure it was frustrating, right?
Very.
Putting everything back in, so. And GoDaddy too, the best part about them, you can call them if you have a problem. No emails. That was the biggest thing with PhotoBucket, no email. Or no phone number.
Someone's garage, probably.
Probably. Well, I think their office was, I think it said it was like in Tennessee. So.
Still the States, that's interesting.
So if you're in GoDaddy, and I'll show you how to do this, you'll go to create gallery, and I always do this test. Okay, you can put a gallery name, I just name it 123, 123, so it doesn't say anything. Gallery description, you don't need to really put anything. You can put it if you want, but just the title alone is enough for me to recognize what the folder is. Privacy settings, you're going to set it to public so everyone can view it. You will create and upload files. Okay, it will bring you to their loading screen. You'll click browse. You'll just upload whatever files that you want to upload. Choose size, you always just want it to be original. Unless you need to have it changed, then you can change it on there, but if you needed it smaller, I would just edit it yourself smaller so that GoDaddy doesn't mess it up. After you're done, click upload. Wait till it's done uploading. And then it'll automatically refresh the page. Go to view uploaded items. This is going to take you to your gallery. That image is at. You'll click on it. It'll show you the image. You're going to want to go to share this. And it'll give you a bunch of different options. It'll go down to the very bottom and it's going to say HTML to embed in website. That's the code that you're going to want to copy and paste into whatever you're going to be using. So if you're going to be putting on your website, your blog, Craigslist, Backpage, whatever website you want that image to be on, that's the code that you're going to use. Okay. And I've broken it down already, but I'll put it in Dreamweaver to make it sound a little bit easier. Okay, the code that you're going to get is going to be broken up into two separate parts. Okay, the first part, well, that's kind of small. Maybe that one better. Yeah. Okay, it's going to be broken up into two separate parts, and I highlighted it so you guys can see the difference. The top red part is telling the computer once you click that picture, that's where it's going to go. Okay, right now I have it set, I didn't change it, it's going to go back to where the image came from. That's going to be the default for PhotoBucket, GoDaddy, any hosting website that you use. It's always going to default to go back to their website for that image where it's located at. You don't want it to go there. You want that image, if you're posting it on Craigslist, you want it to go back to your website. If it's on your blog, to go back to your website. Everything you want is going back to your website. So you're going to put your domain name in there. So the top part of that where it says ahref equals quotation marks, and that whole everything inside that quote, that whole URL address is where you're going to put your domain name. Now you can put the contact form part of your website, or you can put any specific part of the website you want that picture to go back to. All you have to do, say you want to I want them to go to the $10,000 tax credit. That's where I want them to go to. Okay, I'm just going to take that URL. I'll come back into my code. Right there. Everything in between the quotation marks is what you're going to replace. Paste it in there. Done. Now when I put that code on my website, it'll go to that page. So if you had a picture like I have, go to my home page, like this one, foreclosure for sale. This picture will go to my bank repo strips that I have. So if you click it, that's exactly where it's going to go. So you're going to, whatever images that you have, you're always going to want them to go to that specific part. You don't want that picture to be about the $8,000, or not $8,000, $10,000 California tax credit now, okay, and it goes to your homepage. Because what just happened? They just got confused because they don't know where to go now. They don't know where to find that tax credit. You want them to go directly to where you're pointing them to.